Good morning, children, and all of you. Welcome to your political science class. Children, as you all know, that we are studying one chapter from your political science book, Federalism. And yesterday, already in my video, I discussed a lot of things about federalism. So once more, we will see, we will revise, or you can say, this is recap of what we studied in my previous video. So children, first of all, you all should know that what is federation or what is federalism. So in federalism, children, what we see, that federalism is a system of government in which the power is divided between two or more levels of government. So our country India is a best example of federation or federalism. So children, as I told you yesterday, that federalism is not the system or not the only system which is followed in the world. You will find, you will see, there are many other countries in the world and they don't have federalism or they don't practice federalism. So instead of federalism, what they practice? They practice unitary system of government. So what is unitary system of government, children? In unitary system of government, we see that only one government is there or one level of government is there, and that government is responsible for the entire country. As far as federalism is concerned, you all already know that in federalism, two or more levels of government exist, like our country India. So children, now next thing, what I am going to tell you, that what are the key features of federalism or what are the characteristics of federalism. So children, there are some very special features of federalism. Like first thing, that in a country where federalism is practiced, in that country two or more levels of government should be existing or should be found, and the different levels of government, they have their own jurisdiction. And after that, beta, the most important thing, that fundamental provisions of the constitution cannot be changed by either the state government or by the central government alone. And courts have the power to interpret the constitution. Courts have the power to interpret the constitution. It means that whenever the problem arises regarding constitution, then the right to solve that problem is in hands of the courts, or you can say the judiciary. And next feature of federalism is the sources of revenue for each level are specified to ensure financial security. Means that how the state government will earn and how the union government will earn, that is very clearly given in our constitution, so that neither union government nor the state government should face any kind of financial problem. So children, these were some features of federalism. Now tomorrow we will see in my video that how many kinds of federations are there, or in other way you can say, tomorrow we will see that how federalism is practiced. Children, I am giving you a very brief summary of what we are going to study tomorrow. Tomorrow we will see two types of federalism or federations. One is the coming together federation and the other is the holding together federation. There are many countries and these countries favor or support federalism, but how federalism is implemented or how or what kind of federalism they practice, that we are going to see in my video tomorrow. Thank you.